Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am here. We'll give a couple minutes for people to come on. I love it. I'm like literally sitting in the squat. Funny, yet it's actually one of more comfortable positions. That's how I feel. Opa. Okay. So I can see the chat. Amazing. Greetings, beautiful beings. How has been your experiences today? Not even sure what day today is. I know it's Monday, but calendar-wise, it's okay. It's already January 12th. So we'll give a couple minutes. We're not gonna take too long today. We'll give a couple minutes for a couple people to jump on. Who never is jumping on, please say hi. Um, I I took last Monday. Well, in general, and I invite everyone to integrate and keep taking space and slowing down in between this burst of, creation, learning and learning, right? The collapse or anything like this. So allowing that space for integration. I love to pause. No matter if it's mid of the week, let's say, I don't really follow the calendar or whatever that is. If I had such a wonderful class last Thursday. Hence, okay, greetings. I see a few people. So greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm still gonna give a couple more minutes for people to come on and say hi. Whoever is here, please say hi. And by the way, if you feel like joining the live, just let me know. We'll get you in. Yes, so today we're not gonna take too long yet. My intention was and still is to come on and simply share my experiences lately. So this is not going to be being the glitch episode, going in all in into my own experiences when it started and so on. Again, I've been integrating so much lately that I do feel like pausing more and more, right? So there's this burst of energy and I come out and I create and everything is coming and downloads are buzzing within the field and in my nervous system. I had an amazing class last Thursday, the glitch right. Thank you so much for everyone that showed up. It was such a powerful portal. I keep hearing from people, getting beautiful messages, from people like having magic unfold the same day to people really feeling an absolute release from the fear of death, right? Because we went into rituals. Yeah, we went on a cruise and our cruise ship sank and ourselves left behind literally that Thursday. So it was such a beautiful co-creation. And again, as I shared with the participants, even here, whoever is here, it's not me, at this point anymore that like holding space for somebody or all this jazz. We're simply co-creating. We co-creating in every moment together. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, whoever is here, thank you for being here. I love you immensely. And today, as the being the glitch, it's unscripted, correct? So last Monday, I already kind of knew coming towards the weekend. I was like, oh, I'm definitely pausing and taking a free day just to be. And I have quite amazing list, I will say, of glitches that are coming on now on the January, February. So we have Sarah from the Potent Plant. She is on Instagram. She's gonna be here upcoming Monday, the 12th, and it's 2 p.m. Eastern time. So whoever feels like joining, please do so. And as well, we not only share what glitches are teaching, right? Yet more so from, how they gain these experience. Because again, learning is experiential. So we're diving in some personal experiences as well. And I love that the most, because a lot of us, the outliers, right? The anomalies felt odd in the system that we couldn't fit in. Correct. So I love when we sharing these experiences. There are others that can be and feel seen and heard and maybe, almost understood, if they allowed themselves. Thank you so much for being with me here, not only on this life yet, in this lifetime as well. It's quite a madness of a magical unfolding. It's definitely movie-like for sure. It's a big psychedelic trip. I don't know how real it looks for you. Yet I feel like the more authentic, and the more of higher self your anchor in your body, the less real the surroundings look. So I don't know if anybody feels that way as well. If anybody does, put it down. Like, yeah, the deeper the anchoring and the integration of your higher self. So again, for me, we're actually descending, not ascending, right? Last week, I think I went for a walk and I was doing rounds a few blocks, and breathing, and I paused and I was like, wow, I have goosebumps. And I was like, wow, there is so much of me in this for the first time. Because again, every cell feels alive, right? The subtle energies are, I mean, you feel them so clearly. The clarity of seeing what is fragmented, what is original, what is not, what is fake, right? Meaning as the blueprints of the life and the system and all the BS, right? The belief system is the BS. You see all the BS so clearly, and it doesn't feel real. And you're like, wow, how it ever really looked real to me? I don't even understand that. So that's funny. So if anybody's having these experiences of like, wow, the more real I feel, the more unreal everything around me feels. Mark is in the house as always. Hey, my love. Yes, yes, the ability to separate time. So, outer worlds, inner and outer world. Yeah, love it to separate inner and outer world. Um, so yeah, it's very interesting. The more real we become, the less real everything looks around you. And it's a trip to anchor the higher consciousness, to embody it. It's very interesting, and lately the downloads been so profound and so clear, and there are so many energies moving as well. Hence, my big invitation for everyone is to create space for that grace. Missouri, Kelly Thomas is from Missouri. Hi, Missouri. Mental escape vacation of all that was. And yeah, I love it. And what is now? Amen. Oh my God, this is amazing. Blessed to be here. Yes, thank you so much. I am honored. I am honored. Goosebumps. With every presence recognizes presence, right? Presence recognizes presence. We recognize each other. We remember each other. We know each other. It's not a coincidence that Mark and I connect so deeply, right? Mark Jennis, by the way, if nobody knows, his Instagram is Mark Jennis, right? This wonderful engineer that is still thinking if he's gonna come on live here with me or not. I love it. I know he will. Just we're gonna give him some space and time to sit with it. Mark knowledges and the way he views the world and explains it, and it's profound. Again, it blows my mind as well. Every time, in fact, every time, because I already shared, I think, on last live as well, right? It's It's engineers poetry. We'll say that. And yeah, Kelly Thomas is so amazing. Presence recognizes presence. It's the remembering. And even for me lately, I start not feeling like to utilize the word healing, healing, right? Healing, healing, healing. Like how long can we be healing? Right? Yeah, yeah. You remember, you embody, and then the healing loops got to be done. Again, it might be not for everyone. I'm sharing my own experience, and every glitch that comes on here, they're sharing their own experience. And if you're aware enough, we all have our unique lenses. We all have our unique structure and coding. All right. We all are essential pieces of this puzzle. So it's not you versus me, right? It's me and you and you and you. So for sure, we don't need to compete to fight. Why you see this way? That's not how it is. Um, the way you see, the way you feel it, that's how it is for you. Yeah. And when we're sharing our experiences, is simply a, through our voice, through my hands right here, through my presence, correct? I'm sharing coding as well, code, so you can remember. And maybe my share will not be very activating for you. And yet, if, like last time Helena came on, right? She might activate you more, So again, we need each other's codes. We get to keep supporting each other to fully remember, to fully harness the power within us. And it's profound. The power within us, we're only scratching the surface, for sure. How body can heal itself, how we all communicating telepathically, how we have these supernatural gifts that are absolutely natural for us, from telekinesis to everything else, to relocating, correct? So again, the embodiment is the thing that, yeah, you get to practice, you get to imprint it into your DNA, into your cells, right? And right now, our DNA is activating. Some of us activated already a while ago, and now everybody is activating. So yeah, we're only scratching the surface of what really is. And I say that's the fun part. That's the fun part because the more, in the way, the more answers you have, it's the more questions you have. And in that stillness, it's that surrender of the unknown, most of the answers comes as well. And that's everything is kind of paradoxical on this journey, I will say. And but a lot of you will agree with me. I just read yesterday or 2 days ago, Robert's Grant's a post where he said, right, like only the disciplined ones are free. Beautiful. I always was speaking like, hey, discipline is freedom. Discipline is freedom to have whatever you want to have, to be the ways you want to be. Right now, for me, is more so discipline as a precision, right? Because I really see it, how my attention renders my reality is just insanity. It's insanity. And we don't get to shame ourselves. I'll go there. We don't get to shame ourselves. We don't have to blame. We don't even have to feel guilty. Guilt and shame is such a programming. Hence, today, I shared as well, right? I shared whatever, a week ago, or I don't even remember when, about the family. That was my biggest pain, right? Like families hit so much harder, so much more challenging. And that shame and that guilt of you're always feeling like there's something wrong with you, or you're not doing something enough, or there is, and then when you really see it and you really see it and you really realize it, and then you're able to move through, allow for it to move through you, correct? Rather this way. Because again, I feel like life moves. This is the structure for life to move through me, correct? Without the structure. I wouldn't be able to experience this all. Okay, there is some comments. I'm gonna. Okay, Matthew here. Truth, power of God. Okay, go, God, good self. I love it. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mark puts the words together. That's like blows your mind as well. In essence, run to generate energy. Of go, do it, whatever you need. Beautiful, absolutely. Um, yeah, discipline cuts out the BS 100%. Yeah, yeah. Again, we learned that this is something like a prison or scary or whatever. It never felt like this to me. Yet I know that the major is like discipline. Like I gotta do what it's a programming. Anyways, today I my intention was as well to go into a little bit that shame, fault, guilt game, where we can really, absolutely, fully, completely, unhinged way, unapologetically release this bullshit. Because again, every programming, it's not even our choice per se being here, right? Today I shared a post about the nervous system kind of development, right? And the programming, how it gets imprinted and how it gets imprinted while you 0 to 3 months, while you're in the tummy, while you're 6 months old, while you're 1 year old, while you're 2.5 year old, you already get imprints of relationships, of the atmosphere of your household, you know, and no blame as well, no fault on our mom and dad or caregivers or who never was around, because the same thing happened with them. The same. That game of like, this generation is better and it's their fault and that's how we live. Like, we're not going to win by pointing, commenting on the old world of the what didn't work. Because again, attention, where your attention goes, that's where the energy flows. We're just amplifying and multiplying it. We can look at it to see it clearly without the shame or judgment, or maybe allow yourself to liberate yourself from that shame, right? Like, I'm going to look at this so I can start taking those deeper breaths, correct? Yet that's it. We don't need to play in the past. That's my biggest invitation really today. Like, I didn't really have a theme. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, that one thing I get to share. Other than that, we'll go somewhere where it feels like in the moment. Yet you're blaming either your caregivers, people that you grew up with, you blaming yourself, maybe you looking at your kids and having some shame or blame. Wow. There was somebody, oh yeah, Matthew, yes, I think. Yeah, who shared with me said about the parenting. So yeah, it's a beautiful, magnificent, and yet very painful road as well. You know, that love for a child. A lot of parents feel so guilty about so many things. By you feeling more guilty, you're not only you're not undoing what happened, right? You're doubling down on that nervous system, already imprinting that program of shame and guilt even into your child. So, biggest invitation, if you'll take nothing else from this today at all, right? If there is any shame, blame, guilt, within your field, in your body, because remember one thing. Yes, we can work with mindset. Yes, we can release emotions. Yes, we get to take care of our physical vessel as well. Yet every thought or or feeling like lives in your posture physically, lives in the tone of vagus nerve. So if you're carrying guilt or shame or blame, it is very challenging for you to remember who you really are. It is very challenging for you to move through whatever you need to move through in that moment. And the thing, the situation, the event, the feeling, the heartache, whatever that is that you're moving through is there for a reason, not to feel guilty or shame, but it's there for a reason for you to collapse that old paradigm and that timeline within your structure. So again, no shame in this freaking game. That's what we're gonna call maybe the life. All right. See this chart. Yep, it's so true. So here we go. Um, so starting with our programming, starting with going into families, right? Going into how we are being as an adults as well. Remember, our inner children is acting out. It's just we have an adult body and a credit card and the ID and the driver license. Yet, really, it's our inner children that are playing here. We are children, right, of this earth and Eden. And we are the ones that are bringing those codes in. So, who is going to take responsibility, for this Eden to fully stabilize here? For this new earth to fully stabilize if we still carry shame and guilt and blame and fault and pointing fingers, you know? And a beautiful thing as well. At this point, we get to fully commit to who we are and where we at without worrying about what's happening out there, what's happening in the circumstances, what's happening there, because these energies are supporting us. We are right now rendering our reality so fast. Can you feel how time is becoming an absolutely malleable thing? Like really, there are 5 minutes that I can stretch and in fact play that game. I've played that game. I don't know if any of you did yet. Oh, yes. Okay. David Hopkins explains levels. Yes, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the 200, the shame, like it's the lowest, correct? And again, if you're carrying that shame, it's the lowest level of the lowest vibration as well. So yeah, it's challenging to harmonize your body. It's challenging to move into coherence, and no coherence within, no coherence outside. Coherence within, so much more coherence outside. Correct? Yes, map of consciousness. We need to fix our reality as adults. Yes, so we get to take responsibility for where we at without shame, blame, guilt, right? And fully anchor what we want to see out there now. It's not anymore. I mean, we had such a fun years with the conspiracy terrorists and terrorists, right? It's funny how they call it. It's so ridiculous because everything became true anyways. Yet, I feel like that's a stage, a level, right, of remembering when you start seeing everything. And yes, I had anger, wow, when I was going down rabbit holes, even Holocaust and all of this, and the whole, wow, yeah, everything came up. The shock, the anger, and that was years ago. Like I couldn't even really talk to anyone about it. Absolutely. I think I locked myself in the house for quite a while because I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what to say about the world. I don't know what to do with this. Yet again, how is the Eden, the new earth, going to anchor to stabilize here, right? If we're still blaming, shaming, because again, even if I'm blaming these big archon beings or anything like this, right? By being like, oh, these are the bad guys, these are the bad guys, these are the bad guys, these are, oh my God, look what they're doing. Oh my God, look what, they don't have any power. I'm giving them more power. So, yes, to the knowledge and the knowing and the remembering, yes, to having the clarity about it, yet at some point we get to choose where we're paying our attention, right? Where we're spending our currency, the energy, correct? And again, think about that as well. If our body requires coherence for descending slash ascending, right? For fully coming into your power, the posture shifts, the face even shifts, right? The breath is full, it's coming back not to like biology anymore, right? The breath was minimized to biology, like a survival, like I gotta breathe to survive. Yet it's carrier of information. Vibration can't just travel. Probably Mark would really landmines. Mark would really understood this and maybe even explain this better. Um, so vibration gets to be carried, and the breath is the carrier of that vibration and that sound, right? That moves and shifts matter. So the breath, we get to reconnect to our breath fully again, unconditionally, unapologetically. So if I am still in stress, still talking and screaming mostly about, what happened then and on and on, whose game, um, again, how am I going to be able to stabilize and anchor that full coherence even within me? So again, it's beautiful how everything is seen now. I don't think there are really many, at least around me, there are not so many in illusion anymore. And even the ones that are still a little bit, they're awakening and unfolding very fast. And the rest of them, it's not our business. Everybody has free will. Really, everybody has free will. Their higher self is in control. What, you chose the contract to come here and they didn't? They did. So if anything needs head and two hands to be built, created here, it's on us. It's fully on us. There's nobody else here. We are physically in this matter because we are the builders. We are the creators. We are the birthers. We are the codes. I'm going to go through the chat in a moment. Yeah. So again, absolutely, if, I'm not saying that you got to stop. I'm sharing and I'm expressing of what I see, my interpretation. That's why I never even say my opinion. Opinion for me, it's the lowest form of intelligence. Interpretation is something that I experienced, and I'm sharing from my experience. I didn't hear somewhere, or no, somebody passed me and told me, and then now that's my opinion. So yeah, experience it. Experience in your body what it feels to be in coherence and stillness, and let go of shame, blame, and then go into shame, go into blame, right? Go into division and still, let's complain about the way the world is, and simply see how it feels in your body and see what works for you. So that's my biggest invitation. Okay, I'll go through a couple. Okay, Thomas. I was okay, riddled with shame and guilt my whole life. Yeah, I started releasing it in 2019. Yes, yes, done. It gets easier with practice. I'm turning. Yeah, we don't care how you don't care. We don't care how old you're turning. You are timeless being for me. Yet, if it matters to you, congratulations. Timeless being, timeless, absolutely divine, holy, and sacred. And Kelly Thomas, I am grateful for your heart, for your openness, And I am grateful that you carried so much distortion and you are the one dissolving it. So it doesn't have to be continued. And that shame and guilt in your body wasn't even yours. It was never yours. It was never your fucking burden to carry. So I'm sorry you had to. Yet I'm grateful for you that it's you that took that upon because look what you're doing right now. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing it, for allowing yourself. And I would even shift the wording from now on for you. You'll be like, hey, I've done quite a lot of practice of releasing that bullshit from my nervous system, from my fascia, from my field, from my life, right? It's getting easier and easier every single day for you to release whatever you want to release. That's the story that we're gonna tell from now on. Period. Okay, here you go. Oh, I have more people here. Oh, Not Sky Limit is here. I love you. Mendogas is here. I agree. It's beautiful. Um, and it changes. Okay, distortion in the now flow. If you cannot stabilize to your own. When that lands, it changes everything. We start a resonance of our own. We are not trapped by others. Beautiful. So yeah, again, authenticity, correct? That original you, the coherence, that's what coherence is. Coherence is not ever being angry, or not ever yelling or not crying or yeah, coherence is that your inner aligns with your outer, that all of your energy bodies work on the same level at that moment, right? So whatever gets to be moved through my emotion, that's what it is moved through my action, right? That is what is moved through my mind or whatever that is. So it's not one thing is doing this and the other one, the thought is there and the emotion is there and the action is there, right? And I'm sitting like this, but full of shame and guilt, correct? So yeah, that's coherence. Coherence is not calmness. Yes, it can be, but it's not only calmness. Coherence, when all of your systems and everything working, like all the parts of one working and communicating beautifully, right? And I'm not distorted. That's my interpretation. So yeah, that shame, blame, guilt, we're done with it fully and apologetically. And in fact, the next Monday on the 12th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, when Sarah comes, she breaks she breaks some processes down. If you ever saw her page, the Potent Plan on Instagram, so beautifully, ooh, goosebumps. She connects biology with the chemistry, with the energy, with the up and breaks it down like to the T, amazingly. So I'm excited to have her here, to see as well like how she got here, right? That's very interesting always. And because wisdom is healed pain, let's say, it's that emotional charge removed from the memory. So it's always quite a story. You can't have wisdom without trying to, without enduring a lot of pain in a way. As Mark usually says, Mark says, adversity university. I love it. Mark, by the way, I keep borrowing that. I was like, adversity university. And even that, I feel like it's getting so much more easier. Well, at least for me, to navigate. Well, there's no really navigation if you, there's more allowance. That's what it is. There is so much more allowance because at this point, the bandwidth that I have, that I'm able to hold of whatever you call it, information, um, it's so much bigger than I was able. Hence, things seem very different, right? Because again, Your DNA activates, like what is it? You're just able to you're able to process more information, right? The higher speed as well. As we're talking about time, time's absolutely been insane. And play the game. Ooh, I didn't finish playing the game where if you have you're traveling somewhere, you're walking somewhere. I've done it so many times and it's absolutely ridiculous. I love it. It works every time. First time I tried it, I think 2 summers ago, I was back in Lithuania and I had a coaching call in 7 minutes. And for me to get from the store, I was doing grocery shopping. And somehow I looked and was like, oh my gosh, it was 13 minutes to get to the house. And I, by walk. Yeah, I didn't have a car or anything. And literally the first moment I was like, should I just stop shopping and like walk home fast? Like, should I start a call on the, while I walk? And then I said to myself, literally, I was like, huh, I'll make it. I know I'll make it. And I left the store with the groceries 7 minutes before the call while the map is showing, right? 13 minutes. And I still had to have the map in my hand because I was visiting my cousin and I don't live in that town, right? So I still didn't know the way to walk there. So I was looking for the first half and then second half, I kind of remembered. So I even put the phone down and I literally was in such an ease. I wasn't even in a hurry. My posture was very relaxed and I was walking, right? I wasn't walking slow, but I wasn't running fast. It was a very beautiful, balanced, relaxed walk. And guess what happened? I was unlocking the doors and I checked the phone and I was literally, I still had 1 minute to the call. So, and since then I've been playing these games and it's ridiculous. I'm going to stretch it out. Swear, it's stretching. So again, I don't know if for anybody it happens. It's really funny. Okay, Kelly Thomas. I gave myself permission to walk away from my job last week. Oh, the people I worked with are so unconscious and I just couldn't be there anymore. I feel so alive for choosing myself. I see, no, goosebumps. No wonder I already starting to appreciate you a few moments ago and celebrate you and share gratitude with you. Wow, amazing. Absolutely. So you're saying you are the one, correct, that gives the permission to universe, and that's literally how all the glitch right masterclass went. We are the ones that gets to step into it first, meaning my ways of being, my actions, my thinking, my by everything. Because I am the one that gives the permission to the mirror per se, correct? And I'm not even at this point, I don't want to even check the mirror. I don't care, right? I'm saying that's who I am. And through the embodiment, I'm being it, correct? So, and again, if there is glitch here or there, it's okay. You're the glitch, you'll handle it. We're all glitches here. I love it. So, congratulations. Congratulations, glitching yourself out of the BS reality and glitching yourself into something much more profound that you get to experience. And when you know that it's done, when you know that it's for you, it just shows up. And it shows up every time, every single time. There's so many moments of all kinds of events and situations and circumstances where Hannah was like, wow, I don't know how this is going to. And then you decide, and then it's done. And that's the beautiful thing. Absolutely. Yes, you're very welcome. Exposure to new is beneficial and not old BS. Be la difference. Mark, be la difference. Yes, absolutely. So, embodiment is the key. It will be challenging to embody with shame, guilt, or blame. So, at this point, I even invite everyone, maybe today or whoever is going to watch this later, take a moment, sit down, and write down if there is if you still feel shame, guilt, or something like this. Okay. For me, it used to be, especially like, let's say with family or something, because again, I don't get, everybody knows, my friends, or I don't get mad very often. But when I do, I'm a lioness. The vein pops out and it comes. And I used to feel ashamed time to time, and absolutely not. Coherence is coherence. If you get to stand for yourself, you get to stand for yourself and all this stuff. So write down few things that you think that up until now you're still carrying some shame, guilt, or maybe blaming somebody else as well. Blaming somebody else. Oh my God, don't I have this so vividly expressed back to me in every way, always and always. Anytime I'm like, "Ah, but it's her," it smacks you even more in the face. Wow, it's insane. Anytime I want to put the responsibility of what is happening within my mind, within my heart, within my body, with my actions on the outside world, I literally shoot myself in the leg. And that's what you're doing as well. So fuck it. Just take responsibility. Just be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe she said something, but it's me that I'm fighting inside of my mind, in my head. It's me that I'm fighting with my emotions and contraction. It's me. Yeah. And every time you do take full responsibility, and that thing I know, everybody always used to tell me that I'm very childish and very responsible. Usually tells me like I've never met an adult that is such a childlike, yet always carries such a responsibility and a commitment. So yeah, it's kind of two-sided. I love it. I have wide spectrum there. So I can play full on, right? Very childish, very, I don't know the word for it. And yet at the same time, I'm always fully committed and taking responsibility. Taking responsibility was programmed to me for a very long time. And again, it never scared me. The more I noticed throughout my life, the more responsibility I took, the better I did every single time. Every single time. Even when it was making money, even when it was building business, whatever, like if I took, things were going. If I ever waited for permission for the circumstances to, yeah, no, it just, yeah, I would have been waiting. I would be waiting, I would say. I love the comments. The comments are so amazing. Okay, so as a reminder, shame, guilt, blame, no more. No shame in this game. You are divinity. You are the grace. You are holy. You are sacred. Everything within you is, and you simply get to recognize it. You get to own it. You get to remember it. And start playing like you never played before. Oh, yes, Kelly Thomas, it's a good time right now. Go all into whatever you want, right? If you never played that way before, this is the time. Correct? Allowing yourself anything you always wanted, this is the time. Being as loud as you want it, taking as much space as you want it, right? Allowing yourself to maybe even like, oh, you know what? 2 weeks I'm going to be in solitude and I don't want to talk to anyone and I just want to be with myself and just sit with this because I love these my going within times, right? And I allow it and I allow it and I will tell you it changes everything. Because me having, having my mission and business as quantum living lifestyle, for example, in the beginning, when I started it. And you know, we have social media, and you feel like you have to, okay, I have to post every day. So hence I shifted all the words from I have to, I get to. And it's so fun that, you know, years later, I am still so excited when I post. I'm so excited. I get goosebumps. I get tears when I am writing the post down, creating the post. I am always, I really, there are so many risings, mornings, we'll say, that I open my eyes. I wake up usually pretty early, and I get. What's today? What's like what I will see today? And lately it does feel like I'm waking up just like, okay, it's clean can. Oh, it's so interesting. There is no continuum if I don't want to, right? I don't have to track anything from the past. I don't even have to think about it. Like it's becoming lighter, it's becoming more fun to play. And that's what I really felt in the class, the glitch right. Last Thursday, it was so fun, right? There was many people as well. And actually, there are a couple more people that just got the recording. So the recording is available if anybody wants to get it. Text me, DM me, email me, whatever. Leave a comment as well. I'm going to send you the recording. You get to simply do $28. Yet it was so profound that I could feel even before the master class or the class, the session, not master class, the session. Words sometimes kind of bothers me because they don't make sense to me. And the energy was so much pure and so much lighter. I can always feel when there's a contract with, let's say, an agreement with client, even if we just exchange, on the phone, like, hey, okay, I'll start working with you. I can already feel their energy. When I do sessions or classes with more people, I always can see, and it's so funny because a lot of times I'll have class ready a month before it's coming. And then when people start signing up, I shift the class almost team and most of the class totally. Yeah. And because I can feel, because we tune in already, right? Our higher selves are already working energetically, telepathically, we're already having conversations. So this was so amazing. The energy was so much lighter, so much more pure, so much more excitement. The session itself blew my mind as well. The messages after as well. So I feel it in every cell of my body how much more fun, how much easier it is right now to really play this game now, not their game. Well, there's no there, right? But not the old game. It's our game now. The way your reality works is the way you say it works. So we are the ones that setting up rules right now. We are the ones that going to define it. We are the ones that is going to show, right, what works, what doesn't. Hence, we get to embody it because otherwise there's no ways of knowing if it works. Right? Embodiment is the key. Hence, again, take care of these vessels, please, everyone. I know most of you do. Yet, take care of these vessels because this is where we anchoring so much love and light, so much information. This is where so much shadow has been moving through, correct? It's a wholeness. It's not only about the positivity. It's for you being able to play in the whole spectrum while you're in coherence. Because while you're in coherence, it's mechanics, as today my one of my posts says. And Mark definitely agrees with that fully. We're not talking about beliefs here, by the way. There are so many greats already said, all the beautiful giants that we stand on their shoulders, right? Take even Alan Watts, right? Take Ram that, like, do you believe in God? I know God, correct? I think Mark wouldn't answer, I believe in God. He would be like, I am. Here we go. I am God, like everyone else. I knew it. I love it. I love solitude and being alone. My husband is awesome and giving me space and all the time I need. Oh my God, here you go, Kelly. It's amazing. It's amazing. Say hi to your hubby, please. Okay? Pour into each other. Say, Roma sent you gratitude as well. I love it. Quantum embodiment is fracturation into elemental pieces. Fix the circuits. Beautiful. Yes, the circuits, right? The terrains. I love it. Um, I sent up. I had to attend to my mother and I missed it. Oh, absolutely. Let me know. I think I remember your email. Did you get it in an email? If I need to send it out, if you didn't watch, yes, please let me know, Kelly. So yeah. And again, take the space, get the journal, get the napkins, get some water by you because you will dance, you will write, you will die on the boat. You will write some more, okay? So yeah, rendering in the real time, being able to come back to this, whichever way we want to call it, remembering, awakening, ascending, descending. Again, in my interpretation, we're descending. Yet it doesn't really matter how I'm gonna call it. I don't care if somebody would argue with me, like, who cares, right? As long as it's done, I don't care. I don't give a shit if you think I'm wrong or you're right, or we call it this way, this way. Language was never meant or created to communicate. Language itself is the veil. That's how the archetypal structures were literally imprinted within us as well. Like, you get it? So life is experiential. Hence, there are so little words to really explain or elaborate, right? What the experience really feels like. It's way more profound than any words can express. Hence, presence recognizes presence. Hence, or when I meet Mark or I meet somebody else and they're already in their remembrance, there is less words needed for us already to know each other. We can still share everything we want to share, but there is knowing, right? There's knowing because again, our bodies feel the subtle energies, right? We communicate it very different simply through the knowing, through the presence. Yeah, and then all this Latin and all these languages, and the breath was removed as the current. The breath was minimized to biology and survival. The posture, right? Even our bodies. We forgot that this is the temple. If we're talking about the pyramids, right? Egypt, the chambers and the pyramids, they are literally a copies or representation of everything outside in outside world, right? Is just a copy of our internal circuits and systems and so on, if that makes sense. Oh, Kelly got the email. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. So when we're thinking million thoughts a minute and then the breath is broken, look at our postures. Most of us, again, even me, I, I've never worked so much on computer because most of my life, I stood for work, right? I did personal training for years. I had my own a personal training company. And that's literally where it started it, the shape-shifting people in shifting their mindsets and for them seeing themselves differently. I didn't even know why am I so good at personal training. And then my clients told me, right, I ended up 2012 and 13 in People's Magazine as one of the best coaches in the United States because I had people that gave up on themselves years ago. They had, they were over 200 pounds and they were on cholesterol pills, on Xanax and Prozacs and all this stuff. Most of them were put on the medication since they were children. And with working with me, they give up all the pills and they just lost weight. And maybe I already shared that at some point. If somebody would come into my gym or come to the session and they would be upset or they would be like in very much distorted, not coherent, I wouldn't let them go and work out. I wouldn't let them take action. We would go, I lived Streeterville, Chicago, when I did personal training for 11 years. And they used to come to me, to my gym. I would be like, no, we are not working out. The lake is 5 minutes away by walk. We're going to go. We're going to walk for a lake and you'll just chill and talk to me and we'll look at the sun and you'll take your shoes off and we'll walk on the sand. And suddenly they would be more coherent. And then they told me, wow, wow. Well, I'm excited about it. I don't see myself the same, Roma. I just absolutely see myself differently. And that's where I was like, something else is here, so much deeper. Right? And I always thought that this is absolute like magic. Somehow, since I was little, I was like, this is magic. We just don't know it yet. You get it? So yeah, it's the way we see. If you see it that way, that's how it is. We don't need to argue, and we don't need to argue with you as well. And it's okay because the observer, right, is not only the observer. She projects as well. The observer renders. So when we come back to the breath as the current for our vibration, right? To the vibration and the sound and the word and the thoughts as something that moves matter, that shapes matter. And then when we come back to the action as the embodiment of that breath, that spirit, right? For Egyptians, it was an actual, uh, calculative like spirit. Like it wasn't a mysticism, and again, it is not. I saw Mark today put in his group a beautiful thing. What did he say? Yeah, like it's not a woo, it's not a mystery. I don't remember what he said, but it was really funny and really cool. It's mechanism. You're a dispeller. Oh yeah, like I'm a dispeller of the magic. Yeah. Again, magic is knowledge. Yeah, that's what he put like. It's just knowledge. What for us seems magic in Egypt, it was like, what are you talking about? It's a precision. We can calculate it. That's the embodiment. That's the way. That's the Tao. That's the living spirit. Correct? Yes, I do host live. Well, I used to host live events so much the first 2 years, Kelly. I had like an event every month, and it was amazing. Really, it was amazing. Wow, the events were really mind blowing. Because yeah, I go into processes. I'll speak some, yet I usually just put people into their tears and shame, and then we process it right there. So mind blowing. Yet I think because when I started it, right, I wanted like it just was I was burning, and I think I kind of overdid a little bit. And by I think by the second year, I was exhausted from live events. Like I was like, wow, I'm done. So I kind of been taking a break. Oh, by the way, wait, Kelly is in Missouri, you said? Yeah. So I'm visiting right now Connecticut. Yet I'll be back to Chicago, and it's definitely yeah, it's coming. Something is coming, and I miss them. I miss them because it's really profound, to be physically next to each other and to go there. It's profound. It's beautiful, and the way you meet everyone, and yeah. So thank you for actually, you're just activated for me to focus on it. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate that deeply. It's I get to, and not only for like it's not for like, quantum living lifestyle business, for me as well. It's always symbiotic. It gets to be symbiotic. I don't do anything that I don't want to do and I don't love to. So if it feels forced, if it feels I have to, no, right? And when I start feeling like, ooh, I want to, then I know it's the time. So yes, for sure. I don't know if you're on my email list as well. Get on my email list so so you will know when I have a live event. And if you want to sign up on my email list, it's in the bio and the link tree here on YouTube and the same on Instagram as well. So yes, okay. So we touched a few things. I'm feeling into shame, blame, guilt. We are understanding that the programming happened so early that it's insane. And even now, when you're hanging out with your families, with your husbands, with your lovers, with people that know you, especially for a longer time, remember your fields meet each other. And right away, look for coherence, meaning coherence is the patterns that you already carry that still has a charge, right? Hence, again, the family, the loved ones, the ones that know you for a long time, a lot of times might meet you in the past, in as a memory, right? That's why a lot of times it's the most challenging for your own people to see the shift, the transformation, the change in you. Yet you playing a big part in it, and you are the one that can start giving permission them to see you differently, because you start seeing them differently and seeing yourself differently and have no need for the expectations for them to change, for this to be like this, for this to be like that, because this is not awakening. Okay, if I'm awakened and I have to have everyone awakened around me, you will feel what's draining you and you will have boundaries. Okay, yet if you need to go and shake everyone or share it with everyone, you still want to save yourself, if that makes sense. So save yourself first. Okay, and then when you save yourself, you're like, I'm okay by not shaking anyone. They come, and you know what's the beautiful thing? People come to you. When you stop needing for them to see you, when you stop needing to explain it to them, when you stop needing for them to really see it the way you see it, they start coming to you. And again, of course, you always want to check in, and you get to check in. If you're staying in relationships that are so old paradigm and your nervous system is contracting, right? And bracing constantly. The collapse is a huge part of this journey. Your friendships collapse, your ways of living collapse, your ways of being collapse, your ways of making money collapses. Yet it collapses to upgrade. So congratulations, Kelly, again, you're upgrading. Everybody, if you're collapsing something, you are absolutely upgrading. Okay, it doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. We're already aware of it, I say. Okay, so shame, blame, guilt, time, time, not real, yet real, speeding up. Meaning, my big invitation today is for everyone to continue create space, grace, pauses, slowing down, because everything gonna get faster and faster. And I noticed, even if I am trying to catch up, yeah, or running after it, it's yeah, no, it's again, you'll get too tired, and it will not get you anywhere. Especially as the time is quickening, keep pausing, keep pausing. Keep coming within. Even here, let's be in our presence right now for a minute. Just be with me. Not always our words are needed. Can you allow that silence, that space between words? Between breath in and breath out, between the errands, tasks, plans, because we'll still be being and doing things here. Again, there is nobody else to build. If anything needs to be built with those two hands, and then if anything needs, we are it. Yet it's not going to work anymore the way it worked before. The effort will not work. The forcing will not work. The blaming, shaming will not work. The running after, hurrying, being uber urgent all the time will not work. Well, it will work for whatever alignment you know, this alignment you want, maybe, yet it will be way more challenging. So, allowance for yourself to pause, to slow down. You know, you can be that. I imagine Mark thinking man, right? Like the head nerd. Because I used to always sit like this, and someone's still like, usually it's a thinking man sits like this, right? I don't remember who was it after, named after, but I know there is, I think, maybe philosopher or writer. Recentering, yes. The peace is the release. I love it. That's my motto. I love it. The peace is the release. That's my motto. Yeah, absolutely. And there is another post today that I saw. I can't remember I shared in the stories that said, who sees light? Okay, I won't remember now, but I'll get to look really fast and I will let you know right off the bat. Oh yeah, look, those who read light sees synchronicity. Those who read words succumb to fate. That's beautiful. So for me, same like the pausing, the silence, the not knowing, the void, the neutrality, the 0 point, right? Like that's the spacious space, right? The more, the deeper of silence I can tune in, the deeper neutrality I can allow, right? The more I'm able to experience, the more I'm able to create, the more I'm able to even have. That's my experiences. That's my interpretation. The more I try to run after things, correct? The more I try to hold and to fix. And I was that child that had a strong programming of being the glue and people's pleaser and always making sure that everyone is fine around me, right? Up until now, in a way, was my role. Like I was a good friend if my friends were happy. I was a good daughter if my mom was happy. I was a good sister if my, you know, and oh, really not fun. Really, really not. Ooh, just thinking about it, the heaviness that felt everywhere. It's insane. Yeah, zero out without polarity. How beautiful. How beautiful Again, we're only, in my interpretation, we're only scratching the surface of it all. Yet, how beautiful is it that we are able to tune in to understand the 0 point, the the beyond the duality, right? While we're still in it. How beautiful is that? Black, white, and then here's the Trinity, the third circle, right? You can always live there. And again, you can play in all the spectrum no matter what. Yet coming back to that 0 point, it's so beautiful and it's so profound. And it's for you and it's for everyone around you as well. Because every single thing, like Kelly today didn't sell out, or last week, what, this week or last week, she left, she chose her, right? In that moment, it seems it's just for her, yet it's not. The way she chose herself, it will ripple in every action, in every ways of being, in her energy. Her energy signature is already changing, meaning everyone, goosebumps, everyone she's going to meet will get that piece of, I'm choosing myself. And the way she feels about herself now, right? What a difference. That's what others are going to feel from her as well. How much more love, pure presence you can share when you are able to do so. So if you think that this is selfish to prioritize yourself, to love yourself unconditionally, think again. Well, don't think. Thinking never worked for us, really. Yeah, my universe. Mark knows, I love it. Oh, awareness of pole and whole. This is so good. Plus, the minus. Yes, awareness of pole and whole. Love it. Yes, you don't mind. So, yes, universe. So we're all these little universes, correct? That interact and exchange and have that morphogenic field that connects us all. So anything you do for you, you be for you prioritize for you do it for everyone. How freaking beautiful. And we thought before that's the opposite. You do for everyone and then you're gonna check in with yourself. And we saw it didn't work that way, right? We're too tired, too exhausted, too tired to be tired, too exhausted to be pissed at ourselves. I mean, too much. And now we know. Now we know better. So I am going to close this out unless anyone has a question or wants a quick share or a theme or there's something that you were like, oh, I wanted to ask this. Go for it. And I will finish. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I'll finish with a appreciation and gratitude. So tune in and be open. Well, in fact, say, are you open? I'm going to say, are you open for your appreciation and unconditional love? And you say, I am open. So your body hears it. Okay. I am infinitely grateful for this moment now in this infinite now. To be able to be here with you, to connect with you, to see into you, to feel into you, to celebrate you, to laugh with you, to giggle at how much shame and guilt we carried, to applaud you, to honor you, your beautiful minds, your open, enormous, infinite hearts. Your heart is my heart. How grateful I am for your presence. As presence recognizes presence, It's easy as that. Not much words needed for presence. I'm infinitely grateful that our bodies remembered, regenerating, upgrading, and they're healed, and so it is done. I'm infinitely grateful that your inner world is so deeply coherent that every cell is buzzing with excitement and harmony. And I'm infinitely grateful and celebrate that you see the same so clearly in your outer worlds. More ease, more romance. Life is romantic on its own. Everything is romantic. Every step and every breath is full of God making love. I'm grateful that we remember what really love is. I'm grateful that we remember each other. I'm grateful that now you know how priceless you are. I'm grateful for every ancestor in all of our lineage that carried whatever they needed to carry because everything has happened perfectly. And I'm infinitely grateful what's coming for us. What we creating, what we harmonizing, what we anchoring, stabilizing. That beautiful Eden on earth. I'm grateful for your shares, for your comments, for your courage, for your openness, for you being here and on this life and in this lifetime. And I'm grateful for every step that you're taking to fully, unapologetically fall in love with yourself. And so it is done, and so be it. And so it is. So, did you receive it? Did you feel it? I love it. Thank you. Amazing. I love you. So, 12th of January, Monday, Sarah and I, 2 p.m. here. I do have, I'll quick share only. I do have, if somebody is following the Self-Love Lounge, she's amazing. And I just don't want to butcher her name. It's Reina. Absolutely beautiful account as well. And she's coming January as well. And then we have Daniel Gonzalez, Dr. Daniel DC, really good account as well. We still didn't lock in a date yet. I know he's going to be January or very early February with us as well. And if anybody still feels like checking in with the class, let me know. I will send out a recording, the session of the glitch right. Again, journaling really supports us, supports everyone, because subconscious is just the way conscious and subconscious sees it. It's funny. You know how easy for me it's to catch where I'm at when I'm in action? It's literally, and I have photographic memory, so it's funny. I can actually see where is it in the page, and that's how I remember what's there. So I suddenly, like, I'm hearing my words, and then I see it in my journal when I was letting something go, right? My old programming or whatever, like, let's take shame or guilt. When I'm in action, it registers so much better because I already journaled about it. So I trust the supports as well. Other than that, thank you for you. I love you. I'll keep coming on here Mondays live. Thank you for your support. Yeah, and everybody that showed up today, and Mark especially as well. Like, thank you so much. You're always supporting me immensely, and I really, I feel honored and loved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Other than that, I'll meet you in the field. It's already done. We're dancing around the fire and laughing our asses off. By the way, laughter. Okay, let's get laughing. Next time when I'll come on solo, we'll figure out and we'll just be laughing. Okay, we'll figure it out. Well, I'll do something. Anyways, thank you. I love you, and I will talk very soon with you. I'm going to eat now. You're my besties. People are so amazing. Beings are so beautiful.